So today we're going to be continuing to look at what's going to happen if all of the Arab countries unite in the modern day. Now in our previous video we saw that all of the Arab countries united in the modern day and they went on some military campaigns. They annexed some of these other countries like Spain, Portugal, Israel and Turkey. But yeah, that video got a lot of views. So today we're going to be doing a part 2 on that video. And yeah, let's see what happens if the Arab countries unite in the modern day. Let's once again see who they declare war on, how they expand and all those other stuff. But before we get into this video, I want to talk about my new YouTube channel. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to that channel. I upload territorial IO content. Might also start uploading Age of History 2 videos. You guys can also join the Discord via the link in the description. But now let's get right into the video. Now at the end of our previous video, we did divide up the empire. But yeah, because we are doing a part 2, we're gonna ignore that for now. And yeah, the Arab Union is in one piece right now. In our previous video, we saw that they stabilized their nation. They militarized it, but we don't have to do that again. But yeah, you guys did correct me on some of the things. Like I said that Mecca was the capital city of this country, but it turns out that Mecca cannot be a capital city. So yeah, we're gonna say that Medina is the capital city. So yeah, in today's video they're gonna be expanding even more. And yeah, let's see how they expand now. The first country that they want to take out is going to be Cyprus. Of course, because of its strategic location in the Mediterranean Sea, the Arab Union easily takes out all of Cyprus and later on annexes all of Cyprus. That was a quick military campaign. But yeah, the Arab Union is going to expand furthermore, and we can see that in order to expand and in order to dominate in the Mediterranean Sea, we can see that the Arab Union now declares war on Greece. And as always, major alliances like NATO, CSTO, the EU or the UN, they do not exist in my videos. If they would exist, they would not let these countries to expand. So yeah, no alliances, which means that Greece is on its own. So yeah, we can see that the Arab troops now storm into Greece, easily taking Thessaloniki. We can see that they push further down, and at the same time we can see that the Arab Union's navy also comes into action as they make a naval landing over here. These troops now push down, and we can see that Athens was lost to the Arabs. With the fall of their capital city, we can see that the remaining parts of Greece just go ahead and surrender. And as expected, we can see that all of Greece got completely annexed in a peace negotiation. This is because the Arab Union wants to dominate in the Mediterranean Sea, which after having Greece, they are now dominating in the Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, good for these guys. But now they're gonna be focusing on their eastern borders. Iran was threatening them all the time. There were some border tensions too, mainly because Iran does not like Saudi Arabia, who is the leader of this nation, probably. So yeah, after Iran threatens the capital city of the Arab Union, we can see that the Arab Union now declares war on Iran. Now the Iranians were not expecting a war, and they're also caught off guard. So yeah, things are not looking good for Iran. We can see that the Arab troops now push in from the south, securing all of these regions. They also make a naval landing down here, almost taking out all of the coastal regions. We can see that Iran has finally lost their control over the Persian Gulf. The Iranians are not able to push the Arab troops back because they are heavily outnumbered, even though Iran is a very strong country. But in a fight with the Arab Union, they do not stand a chance. We can see that one army of the Arab Union now pushes in, and the Iranians lost their capital city of Tehran. They still do not surrender, but they do cede some land to the Arab Union. So yeah, now let's take a look at this peace negotiation. Yeah, wow, they were not expecting this. As we can see, Iran lost 80% of their entire territory. They lost most of the precious lands over here. They were really thinking that the Arabs might go easy on them, but no, the Arabs went really hard on these guys, and that is quite unfortunate. But yeah, continuing their eastward expansion, we can see that the Arab Union sends ultimatum to Pakistan and Afghanistan. These are not relatively ultimatums, but more of like an invitation. Of course, because these are Muslim countries, so it's not an ultimatum but an invitation. Afghanistan actually accepts this ultimatum. Smart move, I guess. But Pakistan is confident with their decision of not accepting the invitation, which was indirectly an ultimatum. And then this kind of happens. Wow, all of this versus just this. What can we even expect? Now, even though Pakistan is a very strong country, the 9th strongest country in the world, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, against all of this, I don't think that they stand a chance. But yeah, let's see what happens. We can see that the Arab troops are now pushing in from the south, mainly following the coastline. And there is a very major city here, which the Arabs take after a very bloody battle. And from here, we can see that the Arabs are following the Indus River, which holds most of Pakistan's population. We can see that the Arabs keep pushing up, taking city after city. Most of the major cities are over here. We can see that they conduct another surprise attack from the northwestern parts, where now they push in towards the capital city of Islamabad. Both armies now combine their forces, and eventually we can see that Islamabad was taken after a very bloody battle. The people are very unhappy with this war. The Pakistanis are saying that we should just join the Arab Union because of the Muslim majority population. And yeah, after a lot of pressure from the public, we can see that Pakistan finally joins the Arab Union. And yeah, later on we can see that all of Pakistan is now under the Arab Union. But yeah, there is going to be another country which they want to invade in Asia because of its strategic location. We can see that the Arab Union sends an invitation to Malaysia, which again is an indirect ultimatum. But these guys saw what happened to Pakistan, so in order to avoid that, we can see that Malaysia just accepts the invitation. So yeah, the reason why the Arabs wanted control over Malaysia was because they wanted to contain China, whose main trade route is through the Malacca Strait. And as of right now, the Arab Union is probably the strongest country in the world. Not probably, but actually the strongest country in the world. Of course, if they were stable. If not, then no. So yeah. But yeah, the Arab Union now is gonna go on a major military campaign over here in Africa, where we can see that they declare war on Chad, Niger, as well as Mali. Now, all these countries are very weak because this is just a desert, nothing much. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty easy invasion. We can see that the Arab troops were immediately able to take the capital city of Mali, after which Mali surrenders, Chad surrenders without a fight. And because Chad's capital city was right on the border with Mali, we can see that they lost their capital city too, which eventually leads to their surrender. And in a peace negotiation, we can see that all of these countries got completely annexed. Now pretty much all of North Africa is under the Arab control. Their capital city is also secured as it is far away from any invasions. Naval invasion might work, but the Arab Union's navy is by far the best navy in the world. But yeah, this is gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys want to see in the future. And thank you for watching.